I'm not gonna lie, this was probably one of the most disturbing videos that I've watched in a long time. It's not disturbing in the same way that a paranormal video would be. This one is more of a, I need to lock my doors disturbing. This video comes from Creepy Cam, and it's the top 10 most scariest doorbell camera moments ever recorded. Like I've said, I've already watched the video prior to recording the intro. It is scary, I promise you. If you like the video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Creepy Cam. Let's hope this is a good video.
This first video was captured in the middle of the night at an apartment complex in Toledo, O. The doorbell footage shows a man knocking on the front door with what looks like a firearm in his waistband. Now, the owner of the apartment didn't recognize the man, so she would question who it was. The unknown man would simply respond with "It's me." The homeowner would then further question his response, but rather than clarifying,
Who is it? It's me. Oh, hello, mate. Who? You sausage?
he would simply give away through the front door.
The fact that people have the audacity to do this is mental. It's so mental. I promise you, if anyone knocks at my door, I don't care if it's the bloody postman. What are you doing here? And if it's not a feasible answer, the door's staying closed, mate. I've got a parcel for you. Do you? I don't believe anyone. Do you actually have a parcel for me? I'm not quite as bad as that.
However, it would not be enough to get the homeowner to open it.
Good.
So you would ultimately walk off. Disturbingly, as he does so, a second man pops up from a nearby dumpster and also walks off.
Wait, what? Yo.
But this wouldn't be the end of it. The two would then walk around to the back door, where they would attempt to pick its lock. The police were called, and when they arrived, the two were gone. Fortunately, unsuccessful in getting the door open.
Bro,
It's not 100% clear what the 2-minute planned. The
there's so much more that I wanted to say then, but
backpack at the first guy suggests they had
YouTube
planned
wouldn't allow
rob
me
the
to.
place. But it's also possible they had much worse intentions. The two of them have yet to be identified by police. The homeowner in Texas would wake up one
can't lie, please don't do
morning
anything,
with the
man.
gate into his backyard wide
UK,
open.
America, they just don't.
Curious, the man would review the
I am sorry.
cameras he had around his house, and this is the sign he was met with. A man holding a knife and in a clown costume, complete with the suit and mask.
Do you know what? People like this really piss me off. There was a time in the town where I live in, I don't know, it was like a few years ago now, where this whole crazy clown with a knife thing, it was like a trend, and it went everywhere around my town. A group of me and my friends went to this wooded area. We was walking around waiting for this to happen, trying to see if anyone was going to pop out as a massive group of us. I don't even know what we were doing, because if I'd seen one, I would have quite literally shit everywhere. But we never found anything. We wanted to. I didn't want to. Someone wanted to, but just not me. I'm not even sure why we went. It was so stupid.
Casually walks around the property, looking inside the house and testing all the doors.
Oh my God, bro. Right, look, I know I say a lot of jokey stuff, right? And not a lot of stuff that I say is serious. Please lock your doors. It doesn't matter if it's daylight, it doesn't matter if it's nighttime. Honestly, if you do not lock your doors, you are basically asking for people to break in. So lock your doors. My door is always locked. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. Nighttime, locked. Daytime, completely locked. If this was America, 1,000,000%, you would have no choice but to do the obvious thing, which is to stop this person from being able to do this ever again. Mad. Thank God, honestly, keep your doors locked.
This will of course take place in 2016, during that sort of killer clown craze that went on for a few months. Looking back, most people
Was that when it was,
who participated in
2016?
that were most likely just having fun trying to scare people.
I think it came to us a bit later than
There's no
that.
denying
I'm almost
that
certain it was
others
later
took
than that.
advantage of the situation.
I mean, maybe it was
genuinely
8 years
attempting
ago.
some pretty horrific crimes hidden
Wow.
under a clown mask, with this likely being one of those cases. It's clear the person in the costume is actually trying to break into the house with a knife. Though after being unsuccessful, the clown would eventually walk off, and despite a police report, that would be the end of it.
Yep.
Ultimately, the homeowner would be left with nothing.
The problem is that, yes, okay, he's tried to gain entry, but he hasn't, which means he hasn't done anything wrong. And I hate that. I hate that about the law. Like, you could have someone stood outside your door, staring at you, holding a knife. You call the police, especially in the UK, you call the police. Has he tried to break in? No. There's nothing we can do then. What? Are you dumb? So by the time I call you, I'm dead. It's too late. Mad. Honestly, mad.
But this disturbing footage. This footage was captured in Colorado.
Oh my God, I wonder what that was then.
The issue 3 mountain lions appearing from the darkness and starting to walk around a set of houses. They were captured even going as far as to walk up onto the porch of one of the houses. Mountain lion sightings are known to be exceptionally rare in this specific area. Typically, they'll stay a lot further in the mountains where they have easier access to the deer that they prey on. To see them in an area with a lot of people, especially in the neighborhood, is not at all common, at least in this area. The 3 cans would have...
Mate, is there anyone even walking around?
But there are almost no doubt things would have gone differently had one of these homeowners left their pets outside for the night, or possibly were even outside themselves.
Bloody hell,
This
mate.
doorbell camera footage...
I could never live in America. Like, as a kid, I just thought, oh, the place is so the same as the UK. It is nothing like the UK in any way, shape or form. Mountain lions. We get cats. Domesticated cats. We don't even have big spiders. What?
was captured in Overland Park, KS, in March of 2017. Shown in the video is a nearby active house fire. The home of the neighborhood just across the street has been completely engulfed in flames. As the fire department arrives, neighbors can be seen desperately moving their parked cars away from the house.
Mad. That is crazy.
Eventually, a flaming piece of debris can be seen falling and landing on a set of bushes just in front of the camera.
Oh no, it doesn't start a fire there, does it? No way, man. No way does it do that.
The bushes quickly burst into flames. The fire starts spreading quickly,
Bro,
but before it's able to...
talk about your luck. I mean, obviously this gent, what a gangster. If this is his house, fair enough. If it's not, what a hero. Obviously this stuff does happen. But imagine, oh, how did your house burn down? Well, there was a house across the fucking road and a bit of burning something or other flew into the sky and landed in my bush. You literally are just luck of the draw. Mad.
get out of hand. A neighbor notices it and attempts to put it out. He grabs a garden hose and sprays the fire while pressing the house's doorbell. However, the owner of the house isn't home and frantically tries to communicate this through the doorbell
What a
speaker.
gangster. Look at that. Look at this. Look, this is... Mate, we do not have communities like this around here where I live. No one likes anyone where I live. Sorry? Like, first of all, look at the smoke that's built up on the camera. They've answered the door on their phone, obviously, and been like, hello, can I help? Can I help? There's a fire, love. You probably need to do something. Can you put it out for me? Hold on. You're not talking about taking the bins out. We're talking about a life-threatening situation right now. The audacity. Yes, I know. I mean, he did get told that no one was in the house. Why does he keep knocking?
In the end, the fire department would be able to put out the house fire, and with help from the neighbors, prevent it from spreading to nearby houses.
What a gangster. These lot, mate. The neighbors are unreal. I need
This
to
video was posted
get neighbors
by
like that.
News in September of 2022. This video shows a man knocking on the door at 3 a.m. He pounds on the door multiple times. This guy needs some help, but it's 3 in the morning and he needs to go away. He asks the homeowner to come to the door and talk to him.
Excuse me, miss. Can you come talk to me, please?
There was no reply from the homeowner. The guy went into the street and started looking for a lift. Then he comes again and starts pounding on the door. He gets aggressive and starts yelling. The homeowner called the police.
Man, I need your help, man. Y'all need to help me out, man.
What was that in the sky,
I
mate?
don't know what he was looking for.
Hold up.
Called the police.
Look. Let me move my face.
Man, I need your help, man.
Look. That's some wild... I mean, it's not really that
I don't know
wild, but
what he
like...
was looking for.
That could have been an alien.
Bizarre behavior.
Could have been an Allen.
Historical footage was recorded just before 4 o'clock a.m. on a night.
What's
in
this geezer
August
doing down
2020.
here?
The video captures an unidentified man walking in front of a house and emptying a gas container over the yard and front porch. Shortly after he disappears off-screen, a large fire erupts just in front of the camera.
Mate. Oh. I don't know what it is with people, right? How do people have the confidence or I mean, I've said it already, but the audacity to do something like this? Like, if anyone is capable of doing this, I don't know the scenario. This could have been an ongoing beef or argument or whatever you want to call it. However, if you have, like, this is like attempted, I don't want to say the word, but it's attempted M. You know what I mean? Like, people that actually exist in the world that are able to do this, I genuinely hope that you no longer exist or you get the help that you need. But then I think people are beyond help, I'll be honest. These people just need to leave, and forever, I mean. What a weirdo, mate. All I think is people that actually do this to just innocent people. These people have kids, animals, elderly people. Like, elderly people get targeted all the time, especially for robberies and scams and all this sort of stuff. It infuriates me, honestly. It really does. I just think, who the fuck are you to be able to just put someone else's life in your hands? Madness. And the police will do fuck all about it as well, which is even worse.
No one would be injured during the incident, however. Unfortunately, 2 houses...
Bro, the AI is obviously an AI voice, right? He said no one was injured. And then he said, unfortunately. The AI and the punctuation was not good within that.
and a vehicle would be damaged. The homeowner would claim to
The way
have
that he
no
said
idea.
that. Listen.
No one would be injured during the incident, however. Unfortunately.
What? Geezer.
2 houses and a vehicle would be damaged. The homeowner would claim to have no idea who could be responsible or who would even consider doing this to them. At least from an outside perspective, the act looks completely random with seemingly no reason behind it, making the clip all the more unsettling. On a night in September of 2021, a homeowner would get a suspicious knock on his door at about 3 o'clock in the morning. Upon opening his phone and looking at his doorbell camera, he would see 2 would look like teenagers identifying themselves as CPD or Columbus Police Department.
Was this geezer getting a bit ahead of himself, isn't he? Does this geezer genuinely think he's off camera as well? What a Dumbo, mate.
CPD, open up. We need to ask you a couple questions.
The video shows the man in the front clearly holding a firearm, and the house...
Just get a job. I don't understand. What makes you think that someone else's possessions, or, I mean, I don't know what his intentions were. He could have been going there to do something to the person. However, what makes you think that someone else's possessions that they have worked for and bought give you any entitlement to have? Get a job, man. Honestly.
Sitter would eventually access the doorbell camera.
Weird people, man.
Question him.
Can I help you? CPD, we need to ask you a couple questions. I'm sorry? CPD, we need to ask you a couple questions. May you please step to the front door, please? CPD. Yes, this is CPD. We would like you to step to the door, please. Can I see a badge? We would like you to step to the door, please, sir. I don't have to show you my badge, sir.
The man refuses to show a badge because, well, obviously, he
doesn't have one because
the homeowner
he's
knew
just
what was
a
going
noddy, mate, that
So rather
thinks he can
than
do what he
stepping
wants
to
in
the door,
life.
He would call the real police department and report 2 armed men at his front door. After a couple of minutes, the 2 would once again attempt to get the homeowner to open the door. But after that failed, and they would run off before the real police could show up.
Bro, I'll tell you what, right?
CPD, open the door.
Because I don't live in America, I don't really have too much of a opinion on the gun laws. I don't know enough about it to have an opinion. However, in times like this, I can see why people want to have them. It's so scary, man, honestly. Like, crazy. This geezer looks like Shrek. Like, he obviously had a balaclava on, but his head shape looked like Shrek.
To rob the man when he opened the door. But I mean, it's possible they had worse intentions in mind. There's just no way of knowing for sure. Both of them were never identified by police.
Of course. I mean, it's kind of hard from they were wearing balaclavas, but the police just won't do anything.
In May of 2018, a woman would leave her parts car that was just outside her house unlocked overnight.
Okay.
Not surprisingly, someone would find the unlocked car and proceed to steal multiple items.
It's like lights on. They left the light on as well.
Later, the man responsible for the theft
Or it could be a reflection, maybe.
Doorbell camera attempting to use her set of keys that he had just stolen to unlock her house's front door.
Bro, these people, man, they genuinely have zero care. I don't know why I'm watching this video. It's making me angry. If this has ever happened to you, man, I am so sorry because, one, it's terrifying.
This all took
2,
place while a house owner was home and sleeping.
Who
But
does
luckily,
this?
the set of keys he had stolen didn't have a house key on it, so the guy just ended up walking off. Had the set of...
But if you don't have a Ring doorbell, right, they're not expensive. They can be expensive, but it's a very small price to pay for something when this sort of stuff happens. You need cameras on your house. It doesn't matter where you live. It does not matter. I don't live in the nicest of areas, but it's also not the worst. Like, I live just below London. Obviously, London can be considerably worse. But I have cameras everywhere on my house because I have a child. You know what I mean? I want to be safe. I want to feel safe. I want my wife to feel safe. You need cameras on your house. If you don't have them, just get them. And if you're in the UK and you want a recommendation of a camera, I found one. I have one. It's in my back garden. It's very good and it's very inexpensive as well. Give me a DM on Instagram and I'll send you the link.
If keys contained a house key, things most likely would have ended much differently. Shown in this doorbell camera footage is an unknown man wearing an oddly disturbing mask. As he walks up to the door, his emotions alert the camera to start recording. And that's when you can see him grab the door handle, realize it's locked, and hesitantly knock on the door. The man would wait for only a few seconds before he would pull his sleeve over his hand and wipe off his fingerprints from the door handle before walking off. Around a minute later, the homeowner would come to the door and now see the man across the street sitting in a car. When she yelled down to him to see what he wanted, he would quickly speed off. The homeowner would later state that she had no idea who this man could have been or what he was doing there.
Bro,
The fact that
I don't know how to say this. If you don't know who is at your door, just don't answer it. Like, it's so simple. This shouldn't happen, right? This should not happen. But you don't help yourself if you go to the door. Like, if you don't know who it is, ask them who it is through the locked door, or even just don't acknowledge them at all. Call the police. You know what I mean? I understand, whatever, but if there's a hooded person with a mask on, they're probably not there for good intentions. Like, I feel like common sense needs to come into play at some point.
he removed his own fingerprints from the door handle suggests that he had most likely given them to the police at some point. It's not completely unreasonable to conclude that this man had some sort of criminal record. Something else of note is that someone's heavy object can be seen weighing down his front pocket. It's not clear what this is, and more importantly, it's not clear who this man is. The mask would ultimately make it impossible for police to identify both the man's identity and his intentions.
I mean, the intentions seem pretty clear considering he wiped his fingerprints off the front.
In July of 2021, Amanda Noack updated her Facebook with an alarming video. She took this video from her Ring doorbell as she set in for sleep. Someone rang her doorbell. She checked the app, only to see a man with gray hair and a full-grown gray beard presently knocking on her door and ringing the bell. Amanda didn't recognize this man, so she ignored the knocking, but the stranger didn't leave. As well as knocking, he kept repeating he wanted to talk to her and had questions for her.
Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you.
Surely that's not his real voice.
Are you sure?
Hold on. Let me see if I can recreate this. Right. Let's try that again.
Are you sure? I have a couple questions for you.
I don't know if that worked. Oh,
I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you.
I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you.
what an idiot.
What? Are you sure?
What?
I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you.
I just rang your doorbell.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Are you positive?
Mate, do you know what I sound like right now? Obviously, you've seen Toy Story. You know those little weird green things, and they're like,
The claw.
Are you sure?
I need to go to some sleep.
Are you absolutely certain?
When she was home alone, she called her husband to tell him what was happening and called 911. So Amanda's husband accessed the camera.
I have, never in my nearly 30 years of being alive, have never referred to anyone calling an emergency contact number as, like it is in America, 911, or in the UK, 999. I'm sorry?
From his phone and saw the man. Ignoring him wasn't doing the trick, so he decided to talk to him using the speaker.
Who are you? What? Yeah?
Oh, the voices have been,
Who are you?
like, pitched up.
Questions. I just wanted to ask you about baby tool. Yeah, can you hear me? What I'm looking for is for the girl that's in the house to come out here because I'm going to take her in. You have her open the door? You're racing the girl that's on the other side of the store when she lets me in. I want to rape her and kill her because I have a knife. A gun. And I just, I'm going to knock on her door again. Alright.
After threatening the woman in a stone-cold tone, he's gone. He doesn't even seem scared off. He just...
I feel bad talking like this now. It's not as funny anymore.
I don't know what to do or say. I'm going to move my face over here though, because now I feel weird. Hopefully I'll feel less weird over here.
just leaves. As the man calmly walks away, he continues to talk to himself down the street.
He's obviously not a well individual, let's be honest. Like, the fact that he could say that with, like, no emotion whatsoever. He's either a psycho, which it seems...
Amanda was terrified, but she feared this man might move to another house and hurt someone. So she took the creepy footage and posted it on Facebook. And it was thanks to this Facebook...
No way, mate. He's in custody. Round of applause. Creepy Cam. What a video. You have just earned yourself a new subscriber. And guys, you should go over and do exactly the same thing. And then come back here. Dare I say it? I want you to do the worm backwards. If you've never seen someone do the worm before, go on YouTube. Wait, you're already on YouTube. Go to the search bar above my face, probably here, maybe a bit higher. Type in the worm dance move. I want you to do that. And then once you've done it, hit the like button, subscribe, tell your friends to tell their friends to tell their work colleagues. And I will see you guys on the next one. Hey, what a video. Peace.